Perfect.
Plicka's Spotlight Story. You know how it goes down. We like to focus on one story that might not have gotten the most media attention in the week, but something that I feel like I gotta shine a little bit of light on. And this one was a big one, man. Luis Rubiales. If you don't know who that is, he's the Spanish Soccer Federation president. And he has decided to step down after weeks of people requesting for him to do that. What did Luis Rubiales do? If you don't know, you could go back and check a few episodes back, but I showed y'all. Spanish women's soccer team won the World Cup this year. He decided that he was going to plant a kiss on one of his players, Jennifer Hermoso. And he was like, oh, it was consensual. She was cool with it. She was immediately said, I wasn't cool with that. I didn't like that. I wasn't a fan of that. And then, eventually even asked him to step down from that position and be removed from it. And he fought it for weeks, man. He got fierce criticism. He got 23 players on this women's soccer team that won the World Cup, and then 50 other players that could potentially come to replace those girls if they decided to leave. Decided that they said that they will not play for the team until Rubiales is removed. So the pressure came through. And finally, Rubiales knew that it could go on no further. It's time for him to go. What I want to really speak about is what made you think that was cool, bro? Like, that you'd be able to stick around this long, that you'd be able to fight this. What you thought the heat was going to go away, the publicity. You ain't no Perfect Talk was going to focus on it and talk about it over here. You know what I mean? But what was really on your biscuit? That's we got to stop this in the culture. You know what I mean? This is the same team. I come to find out in my research on doing this, where the manager, he was recently removed from his position because he inappropriately touched one of the staffers, a female staffer. And it was just wild. Like, bro, come on, like that's. You touched your chest, you know what I'm saying? Like you notice certain areas on a woman that you just stay away from. So for him to even try to play that off like that was cool, that was nothing, is wild. And you know what I mean? So the heat came to him, and then eventually Luis Rubiales knew it was gonna come to him eventually. So he knew it was time to go. It was time to step down from that position. And fellas out there, you know what I mean? Like people make mistakes. Nobody's perfect. We can only learn from the mistakes that we make and from the mistakes of others. But that culture of thinking that you can do whatever you want around a female is, you got to get rid of that, because it's gonna come to catch up with you eventually. You know what I'm saying? And you are in a position of power. Don't abuse that power. You know what I'm saying? What happened to keeping it G? What happened to having, play your skills? What happened to knowing how to talk to a young lady or something like that? But this grabbing up and doing whatever you want to do, that ain't gonna fly. You know what I'm saying? So it's 2023. You know what I mean? If this was years ago, not that it excuses it, but at least we could be like, the culture was different, the climate was different. But this is 2023 and you doing this type of nonsense. So yeah, Luis Rubiales, you looking like a clown right now, and it's about time that you step down. Jorge Vila, the manager that inappropriately touched one of his players, you a clown as well. And you got to both step down. So I had to shine my spotlight on that situation over there, and hopefully, Spain could get the little bit better culture within their women's soccer team. Because one, if it's happening in Spain, it's not the only place in the world it's happening. And two, as a father of a young lady, you don't want to even know that culture exists, but and know that it's something that it is out there, and that's something that I do have to prepare her for. But we gotta end that. We gotta bring that to an end, fellas. Perfect Talk is what it do. It's your guy DJ Playboy, man. Thank you for checking out this short clip of the Perfect Talk podcast. Please go check out every episode right there on the YouTube channel. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button.